Yeah, this is a really, really heavily layered map compared to some of the other stuff in group stages. It's like you see a lot of 3 hits, a couple 4 hits. There's even a couple 5 hits in this, I believe. If my memory serves me correct.
I feel like we had this in the Porky World Cup.
I don't think so.
Oh no, I seem to have this nagging feeling that I remember trying to address him somewhere.
I'm pretty sure this was in another World Cup.
Wow, this is really interesting. You look at the earlier warm-up where Australia got absolutely dominated, but you look at the difference here, and it's not that much. Only about 15,000 points separating the two teams. And Alkaline doing a fantastic job keeping the hope alive here with a 99.50. Oh, but drops on the SV. That was really, really bad timing.
I mean, the score is still fairly close, even with the drops.
Yeah, Neo on the Indonesian team actually started slacking a bit on the accuracy, and now it's pretty much a 1-for-1 matchup between Alkaline and Neo, and then Evios and Kevin. But with that being said, Indonesia's gap is growing. Kevin and Nio just seem very, very comfortable with this map pick. Look at those combos. And the SVs didn't even phase them. They just kept getting rainbows right through them.
Yeah, definitely a very good start for Indonesia here.
And by quite a large margin, 134,000 points. Although Australia had a pretty good player themselves, Alkaline did a very, very nice job having arguably the best accuracy there, although the score is just a touch lower than Kevin's because of a full combo.
More impressive though, South Korea took their first point with 2 double S's. And Jacob generally didn't have to get a double S, only got 2 50s. Good stuff for South Korea there.
I'm wondering with how well the accuracy is on Alkaline's side, if we're going to see a Reverence pick. Is that still left in play?
Should be.
Oh, there it is, actually. Right on the chat window. I didn't even catch that. Man, I could have taken credit for that had I spoken just a touch earlier.
Take the credit anyway.
I'm going to steal the credit. I'm holding a crystal ball here. I just wasn't looking at it. I'm not at all surprised to see a Reverence pick here, and I think that's going to be a much closer matchup between these two teams.
There seems to be a bit of hype
here, like Australia is not sure what they're doing.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, okay, they sold out the Proper Zombie Patrol and Spirit.
Oh, okay.
They play Revenants one. I'm surprised that hasn't changed if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. It seemed like Alkaline wanted to go for a Reference pick, but the map hasn't changed over yet, so maybe there wasn't a complete agreement. I think it's a good pick if it does get picked.
Ooh. I think Canada vs South Korea. I think they're gonna be playing Mario Kawari.
That map, my goodness. There's the official pick there. They are going to do Reverence.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is a fantastic song. Vosby always does a great job with his music.
Could use only one map by Vosby then. That's a bit of a shame.
Yeah. I love just watching this map. The little bits of streams to the piano are just really nice to look at because they're actually really well placed with the piano's pitch. It's just really appealing to look at.
I just can't get over how awesome that background is though. Pretty good stuff from both teams though.
Yeah, all 6 players doing a respectable job. All of them holding above 98%. And the score gap is not too far, even though it is pointing toward Indonesia at the moment. And see, the interesting thing about this map, too, is we could actually see some pretty sudden shifts in the scores because there is a section where there's a lot of balance, and in part of that balance, you actually have to do some one-handed trill control. And that's actually coming up in a little bit.
That should be good to watch.
I think it comes up around 12 to 1300 combo. Neo and Keffin, look at them, 99.69 apiece and still just trucking right along. And I think the section I'm talking about starts right around here. There they are.
Oh boy. Everyone doing really well though. Not just there we go. There's the drop from Tom Spirit and Astray as well. Okay.
Patterns like that, they don't seem too hard when you're practicing the map, but when you're actually playing in the tournament setting and you have to just have that, fixed concentration on making sure you do that right, you can make mistakes pretty easily.
Yeah, when you've got the relaxed feeling knowing that you can just retry again, it makes things a whole lot easier.
The map's pace steps up a little bit, starting to see some 1/6 here, but it doesn't seem to be phasing too many other players.
Yeah, and that is another win for Indonesia.
Smaller
I'm not sure
margin
if
of
it's just
victory
me.
here.
But it appears like Astray is using a much higher scroll rate than the others.
Yeah, I see that on my side too. I'm wondering if that's legitimately a super high scroll rate or if it's a BPM scaling thing. I really cannot tell here.
It actually looks like Taiwan versus United States have started off as well. With Whisper of Rose. So 2 out of 3 teams, 2 out of 3 matches in started up with the same thing. Alright, so back to Indonesia's pick here.
We've seen how well they are on more tricky SVs, but I'm wondering how they are on SVs that actually cut the tempo down a bit. If they're actually decent at it, we might see a pick of. I'm trying to look here. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Wonder Nanda. Is that the one that had the SV cuts? Oh no, Funwari. That was it, but that was banned, so we're not going to see that.
What about Koino's Serenade?
Really tricky. I mean, there's just long notes all over the place on that map, and not in the most easy of places. It's not quite as aggressive as Funwari is with long notes, but it's still pretty tricky in terms of patterning. Definitely a heavy cohesion tester. Wow, and as you were talking about it, there it is.
Deadbeat.
Deadbeat's holding the crystal ball. Indonesia is going for Koino Serenade.
I have no idea how I did that. Guessing game still on point. Anyway, looks like South Korea has taken the second point. That is impressive though. On Ferrari, both Zai and Sunray both got just over 5,000 combo.
Yep, that's a full combo. A full combo on the song hits you just a touch over 5k. It's absolutely ridiculous because there's only 1,600 objects in the entire map.
That's some long hold notes.
Yeah.
And yeah, there we go. So the US take the first point against Taiwan. With 5 out of 6 players actually full comboing.
This map is slow, but it's got a pretty stringent structure. Like, it goes hard. Oh, and the scores are just going back and forth here. Australia with a really good start.
Yes, no, Australia do need a pretty good start here, but the mismatch of focus Olympic might not help. Snow from Alkaline this year, this is looking to go more and more in Indonesia's favor. Even more so since they're still holding the 99 plus accuracy here.
Yeah, two really solid players on the Indonesia team. It's not going to help. I mean, Torn Spirit's still holding on to a 99 for now, and so is Alkaline, but that's going to quickly change here as Torn Spirit starts to drop.
Interesting that Alkaline actually has the highest accuracy at the moment.
Yeah, and that's interesting to note too. Highest accuracy, but not a full combo here, as Naya, I think, is the only one with a full combo at the moment, breaking 2,200 right now.
Wait, only full combo?
Looks like Neo might have a full combo. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, Neo and Astray have full combos.
Oh, Astray. Okay, I didn't see Astray's combo there. Apologies. Really well done. Not an easy map at all. And Kevin not too far behind, only one miss.
Alright, let's see if I can somehow get Snake Snap again. Let's try something more fun like Amamichi.
You gonna go for another crystal ball here?
Yeah, another crystal ball hit.
Michi's interesting. Really, really, really heavy in terms of layering, but not much else. Probably one of the simpler maps in the pool, but certainly makes up for it in its overall structure. It's really aggressive. Just triples and quads everywhere.
I want it. Well, it looks like Canada vs South Korea are currently playing China dress. Or Alkaline. One Amamichi. Yes!
Oh! Well played, sir. 2 in a row. Well played.
You should be playing the lottery over here right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Very topical. You should look that up on the internet while you're at it. Get rich quick.
You shouldn't, you guys. Horny and Will.
Next thing we know, Deadbeat will take Juan's place.
Nah. I think I'll just stick to, crystal balling the map pool. One crystal can keep cursing the players.
It looks like South Korea took the China dress win over there.
Yeah, that's going to put South Korea up 3-0 up against Canada. Bad place to be in right now.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna lose the first one, at least lose to the first seed.
Yeah, definitely. No shame in losing to a top seed there.
It is also worth mentioning that Canada are a 5th seeded team, so.
So apparently Torn Spirit has not played this map before.
Oh,
Excellent.
jeez. That is not good.
I love it when this happens. Sight reading.
That is such a shame because Alkaline's accuracy would probably help a lot here with how heavy this map is, but there's nothing else aside from the really aggressive structure, which I think would help keep the lead in Australia's favor if everybody else does as well, but we'll see what happens here.
So we've got Amici playing over in the US-Taiwan match as well right now.
Oh, jeez.
Beautiful. Predicted 2 of the matches and I didn't even know it.
These scores are incredibly close. 5 out of 6 players holding a double S at the moment.
Just
Torn
a very
Spirit.
slight lead for Indonesia, though.
Torn Spirit, our sight reader here, is also holding the double S. He's one of those. Only person without the double S right now is a Paka Zombie, and he's not too far behind.
Well, hey, okay. Canada vs South Korea. Dark Blaze.
Project C1 finally breaking the double S there, but not too much of an accuracy drop. And that lead is still going for Indonesia by about 13,000 points here.
Very impressive accuracies all around though. I mean, what was this? 99.5?
Yep.
That is a very high low. Ah, Torn Spirit finally breaking his double this year. Actually, I'll find the one with it still going.
Oh, impressive scores from just about everyone. Look at Alkaline, 71 300s. That's a shame.
You can even see his frustration in the chat. Just, oh damn.
Wow.
I mean, Torn Spirit site rating 3 100s, well 200s.
Yeah, middle of the pack performance for somebody who's seeing the map for the first time. You cannot complain there.
No.
Well, I mean, you
really
can complain
can't.
about them not seeing the map, but that's a whole other discussion altogether.
Yeah. He did really well for a first try. Also, it's mentioned that King Fan also got the double list there. Yep, and South Korea takes their fourth point.